Hello, everyone. Today, I want to showcase this Remedy Bug Bounty platform. If you have been trying to get into Bug Bounty, there are a couple of platforms, but one of the reasons I love Remedy is that it is not so popular and it appears they are paying security researchers very well. So, when you come to the website or the platform, this is what you will see. And depending on your expertise, you can filter through whether you want to only a chain, a smart contract, anything. And they have for the ZK guys, there are a couple of bounty programs on ZK here, smart contract too, and also usual web 2 application. So it kind of depends on you. Let's check out a couple of their programs. So we have Polygon, PancakeSwap, Baba Network. Depending on your language too, there are a couple of other opportunities here, as you can see. So if you write Go, if you write Solidity, you will still get to see a couple of projects here, and it's kind of interesting. So let me show you something. Let's assume you found a program you love, you've hunted on the program, and you found, let's say, Crete or something. How do you submit your bug with Remedy? Mind you, it's a little bit different from, say, Immunify or any other bug planting platforms around. So I'll cut to the chase and show you how to really submit accurately on the Remedy bug bounty program. Let's use Polygon for example. So click on Submit a bug, and that should land you somewhere else. Primarily, you will be requested to log in. So I'll do the login now, and yeah, this is the landing page of Remedy, as you can see. But before I go on to the submission of the report, there is something you should know, and that is assessing the severity with the platform's calculator, RVSS Caluculator. You can simply click on it. Let me click on it and show you how it works. There are a couple of metrics to arrive at the severity of a submission. So the first one is exploitability metrics. Then we have impact metrics, requirement modifiers. What's that metric? I think basically those. Then we have a couple of modifiers. Under the exploitability metrics. So is this the network that can be attacked, or the adjacent one, physical or local? Then the attack complexity. Interestingly, some of the complex attacks around can be very low to execute, and we also have some that can be high. So depending on that, you can click low exploitability metric or high. Then privilege. Does it require privilege? If it requires none, you can say none. Then let's say I. Is user interaction required? You can say none. Then on the impact, you can say it depends on what will it do in terms of confidentiality. Will it breach it? If it's high, you say high. Will it breach integrity? If it's high, you say high. If it's low, you say low. Then availability. Anything that works there. Requirements modifiers. We have some modifiers concerning confidentiality, integrity, and availability. More like what you mentioned or what you indicated in the impact metrics. You can say not defined, low, medium, high, anyone that fits into what you think it is. But one thing I would advise you to do is don't inflate your severity. If it's low, keep it low. If it's mid, keep it mid. If it's high, keep it high. The moment you're trying to inflate it, it can probably have an issue for you later on. Now let's get back to the submission page. This is where you indicate the title of the report. Basically, for better performance, you should simply say the root cause plus impact. Basically, just say the root cause and impact. For example, you can say the withdrawal function is not possible. Then you say the impact that will get. Then the assets, you can say polygon, whatever. Severity. Again, don't inflate your severity. It may reduce your chance of getting it right. If it's medium, be okay keeping it medium. Now, this is where you fill up, you describe your bug, be very sharp with it. Then the impact, be very clear, break it down if necessary. This is where you put the score you get from the RVSS calculator. Then your recommendation, since there is a bug, then there must definitely be a solution to it. And this is where the recommendation comes in. You have to be very clear with this and impactful and show that with this recommendation, there will no longer be the bug you mentioned in the contract or in the network. This is where you put your POC. I think they allow non-use of POC for low submissions, but for I think medium and crits, you have to put a POC. And generally, I think you should always put POC for anything you are proving. It just makes it easier and you avoid less arguments. There is that. Then once you are done, it's better to link to the repo because the traders have a lot they are thinking about. You make this easy for them. Then the lines you have spots something in. You put it here, and when you've done that, you click report, and you will have what's it called is DK document that will make the report be on chain, and that's simply how you report a bug bounty in Remedy. I hope you get that. If you have any other question you want me to answer, ask it in the comment, and I'll be sure to show you around. Then there is another thing you should keep in mind. Most of the programs here, they have some general requirements, especially with regards to smart contracts. They may say, for example, you shouldn't bother to report anything that hinges on centralization because it's always assumed out of scope or any other things like that. You can just read this to get the general stuff of it so you won't waste your time and the time of the traders and the time of the project. Hope you learned something from this. See you in the next one.